Alright, we're back. So yeah, in our last video we were talking about what, Joe?
Surprise draft picks within the past couple of years and draft bums so far.
Yes. And we mentioned Ben McLemore. And Joey thinks Ben McLemore, he definitely was a bum coming into the league.
He was way too immature of a player.
Yes.
I mean, yes, he was on a successful Kansas team, but so was Andrew Wiggins, and he honestly could have stayed in college, worked on getting bigger, stronger.
Yeah, and that's what I really don't like about college players going straight to the NBA right after their first year. Because it might work for some of them, and then it might not work for most of them.
Yeah, are you still there?
You know what I'm saying?
Melo is one of the only people to successfully do it.
Yeah, because Melo
he played 2 years.
Yeah.
It's either you play 1 year, 3 years, or 4 years. Very rarely do you see a guy do.
Wait, did Melo do all 4 years?
Maybe he did. No, I believe he only did 2 years.
Yeah, that's crazy because I really actually respected Melo.
It's usually the terrible twos.
Yeah, because Melo, like Melo in college describes the type of people that were smart to work on their game, and then if they feel like that they're ready, then they're gonna go into the league.
I mean, Marcus Smart did the same thing, but Marcus Smart also had a terrible senior year.
That's what I mean. Like, you can't just like do what your school wants you to do. Like, you can't just go back to the school that you know that you did good 1 year, but then you just come back and then you mess up your whole resume by just hurting to beat people up during basketball games.
See, what you did is that you
I'm a hockey player and I'm a basketball player. I've played many other sports.
Like,
to be honest, fans are some of the most irritating things, and I've told parents from other kids to be quiet and shut up. I've never hit anybody, but
there's a Sakura now. Really?
Yep.
I have literally gotten so mad at fans that I want to beat them up.
I just said
Sakura. Definitely true. Like, to be honest, like, I feel the same way when people like to talk smack about me when I wrestle, because they think that I'm not that good. But I know deep down that I am good. It's just that people want to talk smack. And there's nothing that you can do about it when 300, 200 people are talking smack about you.
My friend, you can invite me.
So you just gotta go in there and do your thing.
I'm trying to do.
But that's how I feel about some of these, like NBA, ready college players just going back to college, and then you're messing up your reputation when you try to hurt people.
Well, I don't think his intention was to hurt people. I mean,
definitely that's not a smart move. It's not a smart move to do that.
He got reprimanded, but the fan didn't get any punishment.
Yeah.
In a way, I don't think it really hurt his draft stock, because in basketball, people have gotten all kinds of trouble, and it hasn't hurt their draft stock.
Yep.
Alright, so now that I'm getting into this mission,
it's definitely true.
I feel like I should be able to defeat the
but I just feel like guys like him, he definitely had like a very frustrating year. But for the guys this year, everybody played well in college. And let me bring up a topic that.
Let me just say about Marcus Smart. The team he was projected to go to based on his stock his junior year was a much better fit, realistically, than the team he went to this year based on his draft stock. Yeah. That's the thing. People go back to senior college. The NBA doesn't have the 30 best teams from 1 to 30 aren't the same each year.
Yep. And just because it's called like the NBA doesn't mean that you're gonna be doing good once you get it right in there. You gotta put so many hours in for college to prepare. But then once you get into the NBA, it's a much more, you know, like obsolete, you know, league. You know, you're going up against guys that are bigger than you, stronger than you, and at the same time, they have more smarts
That
than
might
you.
not be a possibility, to be honest.
So that's how I see it. But
Yeah, because I tried doing that.
but another thing I wanted to point out
He
is
just straight up died.
definitely definitely I wanted to point out something in
You guys
reference
can't
to
screw me over like that.
like oh man, like it was right on the tip of my tongue.
I am perfect.
I wanted to say something in reference to
I'm pretty upset
college
that they made
players,
this
but
final mission freaking
oh man, like it'll come back to
I
me.
can't do
Like,
that.
I'm just trying to
Every time
think.
when I go up against
Like, what did
Super
you mention,
Vegeta,
Joey? You mentioned something about Marcus. Like,
you were right,
like,
Tash. It's so
basically,
freaking hard getting wins off of
Basically, the team he was literally projected to go to
And you told
was
me
going to
that
be
this
an
game-
absolutely
this
phenomenal
mission
kid for
was
him to
very
play on.
easy. How the heck can that be easy?
But he decided to go a different year. He wanted to
How
get
is
better.
it easy too? I cannot beat
Yeah.
this final mission.
nah, but you said something to me the other day about a basketball.
Yes, I'm at the final mission
That I'm trying to
where I fight
remember.
Demetra.
You mean the Latvian player?
Yeah, yeah. Like you were saying something about, you know,
He's big. He's tough. He doesn't smile in his pictures. He
I just gotta keep
Yeah.
fighting, I guess.
usually in your NBA picture, if you have a smile on, people think you're soft. That's why they usually give you a little smirk and you don't show any teeth. This guy does not look happy at all in his current team photo that he plays for in Latvia.
yeah. Like, plus another topic I was gonna, well, another player I wanted to bring up was a guy like Sam Decker.
Possibly.
You know, I did not like the guy, but I respected his game.
I'm trying to get up.
And,
close to him, you know what I mean?
You know, I just feel like a guy like him and Frank Kaminsky, they're really going to make teams like they're gonna make it to better teams in the league, but they're going to slowly progress to become very good players.
Oh, he's gonna try to hit me with that super power.
So that's how I see Sam Decker. Even though I did not like the guy, but I'm sorry, but I like him now. You know, like it's just like when you get that feel in college, you just don't like these players because they represent a school that you know that can't be championship contenders. Like they can be champions that day, but you know when the other team steps up, that's when it all. That's when you know everything fails. But yeah, you know I'm just surprised at the fact that you know like Duke won. You know Duke hasn't won a title in 5 years, but you know we've improved. But you know, definitely with all these teams that aren't as smart and every other guy that goes to bad teams, they're trying to make a name for themselves. That's my opinion. Because I just feel like they're just trying to get their popularity up in that popularity increase, so that way people can look up to them. But you know, that's my guess. You know, your explanation can be different than mine, Joey. But you know, I just feel like a guy like Marcus Smart that's trying to make a name for himself, not trying to go to all these better teams in the league. Because if you're telling me that he was supposed to go to a much better team, then that means that every other player that I thought that was going to go to a much better team went to the much worse team known for the league.
I mean, usually the first 10 players go to the 10 worst teams.
Yeah.
That's why you see a much better historical. The 14th pick usually ends up playing, has a lot better season than 1 through 13.
Yeah.
And the 14th pick happens to be my Thunder.
That 14th pick will be your best pick ever. What happens if your 14th pick is Sam Decker?
All depends on who gets drafted at 1 through 13.
Now, here's Warren.
Would you like Sam Decker to play for the Thunder?
I don't know. I think we just need a new center. Well, all these need a new center.
Do you think Steven Adams is terrible?
Honestly, I don't like him enough to be a center. I think he's a great. I think he's a great power forward because he's not quite physical enough at times.
Yes. Because I just can't believe, like, for what Steven Adams has become throughout these years, he's not confident in his game. He just looks like somebody's going to beat him up all game long, and he's not going to do, like, anything about it. That's how I see it. But, yeah, definitely other players that might be drafted to the Thunder, that is yet to come. I'm just surprised about who the Bulls are going to draft, even though that I'm a diehard Chicago Bulls fan. But, yeah, I'm just excited. Definitely, like, some other basketball topics is that I wanted to see what Joey's going to say to me after I asked him. Like, what's your opinion of the, defending champs of the Spurs? What's their future going to look like?
The Spurs are probably looking at pick 18 to 24, meaning that they will most likely get some guy that has great potential but gets passed up on. The Spurs are not afraid to draft non-American born college players. They drafted Ginobili, they drafted Parker. They've drafted players that are from relatively unknown colleges like Wake Forest and Tim Duncan. They drafted Brazilian Thiago Splitter. So, picks 50 to 45, usually you see more foreign players. That team's going into the second round.
I don't really see a problem with the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard's going to get much better next year. I feel like he's going to be the leader of the team.
Kawhi Leonard gets better with every game he plays. Just one of those people who wants to learn.
Yeah, and why can't Kawhi Leonard be up for well, I'm definitely not going to say MVP, but, I was going to say, like, why can't he be talked up for, like, the All-Star? Like, he'd be good for like, a very good All-Star.
Obviously, he should be a defensive All-Star top 10.
Yep.
Stuff like that. But, I mean,
that's definitely something that I would really consider for him.
I mean, if you look at guys like Dwight Howard when they first came into the league, they weren't known for their offense. They weren't. They were known for their defense.
Yeah, and like, how everything turned out with all these players. Especially some of these players that I'm playing in this game right now. Like, like Tyler Ennis and Kyle Anderson. Like literally, I'm just surprised, like, Tyler Ennis was never talked about in, like, not one single game that I've seen him play. Not even joking. I've never seen him play in any of, in any of, like, the NBA games that I've seen. Like, people don't talk about him in the highlights. It's just so sad. It's like, hey, like, if you gotta get better in the gym, he's gonna get better in the gym. But like, only he can determine that. But yeah, now that this is wrapping up, even though that my team just got blown the hell out, but it doesn't matter. Like, me and Joey, we do enjoy talking. Right, Joe? Always like, nah, screw all you guys. But yeah, I'd probably say in my next video, I will discuss in Game 3 of the playoffs and who will come out to be the best team and the best victor for these playoffs. Well, for the finals actually. Your lovely Cleveland Cavaliers and Golden State Warriors, which will be broadcasting on Thursday or Wednesday, right? I think it's on a Thursday. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Even though that these Warriors are probably celebrating this finals, right?
They're gonna come in a little too hot-headed.
They're not even trying.
All right, so I will see you guys later. Peace.